Hi, welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of my office perfume recommendation video. So in the last video, I created 4 different categories for office perfumes depending on your mood that day or basically your goal that day at the office. And I asked you for some more categories and recommendations and I got really good suggestions. So in this video, I'm gonna do 3 more categories. I'm gonna do a couple more recommendations in each. And if you wanna see the previous video, I'm not gonna cover those categories. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first request I got was for someone who works at a hospital. And I know in a hospital, you definitely don't want to wear like a strong perfume. People can have certain allergies and it's just not something you usually do. So for that, in general, I would highly recommend a skin scent. So a skin perfume is usually something musky or something that has ambroxan or some kind of other molecules that combined with your skin chemistry create a very soft skin scent, so almost like your skin but better kind of scent. And usually they don't have any projection. It's something only you are able to smell, and if someone does smell you, they'll just think that you naturally have a good hygiene. Maybe it just smells clean or like soap or just like human scent. And for that category, I want to recommend 3 of my top favorite skin scents of all time. Starting off strong with Glossier You. I think most of you know that one and love that one. It's kind of like the skin scent that started it all, and even in the naming you can kind of tell that it kind of signifies that it's for you. So it smells like you, and it kind of supposed to smell differently on everybody. And it's a very unique scent because it has a lot of pink pepper, so it's a little bit spicy, which is a very interesting and something I really like in perfumes. But it also has iris, which is a floral, and it has ambroxan and ambrette in the base, which are those musky like notes. So it smells like skin with a little bit of powderiness from that iris and spiciness from that pink pepper. I actually don't own Glossier You, but I own this one from Montaigne. So Montaigne, they make fragrances inspired by others, and this is Moi, so it smells like the original Glossier You formulation. Glossier You unfortunately has been reformulated over the years and it doesn't smell as good as it used to. That's why I got this version, and it smells just like the original. And it's just a very basic but good. I don't mean basic in a bad way. It's just like a basic skin scent. It just smells like musk and pepper, and it's so good. It's just like, it's not sweet. It's not anything really in particular. Just very musky, and on your skin it does warm up. And I think it does have a little bit more projection than what you'll typically think. But that projection, it's not gonna cause any reactions. It just smells very natural, and I love this one for like a basic skin scent. It's great for the gym too, so if you're looking for a gym scent. And hospital, I think it's great for both of those categories. It's both 2 places you really don't want to smell too strong, so that's a great one. Earlier in 2024, Glossier actually expanded their line and launched 2 new flankers to the You line. There's You Do and You Reve. I only own You Reve, and I actually would still consider this to be a skin scent. I think the other one, You Do, it's in the wide bottle. That one is a little less of a skin scent. It's more perfumey in my opinion, but You Reve is just if you're looking for something like Glossier You, but you do want something sweeter. This has some added sweetness. This has plum, almond, and I think something else, but it just makes it a little bit sweeter. It's still like 80% the same, but it has that added plum, and I think they amped up the floral note in here too. So it's just a little more sweet and nice and warm. And I really like this. I actually wear this as a bedtime scent, but it's perfect for the hospital because it doesn't have any projection. When you apply it, sure, it's gonna smell a little bit, but like after a few minutes, it stays really close to your skin. So no one around you is gonna be bothered, and it's really, really good. I absolutely love this. Another skin set I really love, but I do not own yet. It's on my wish list. It has been on my wish list forever, but I just haven't purchased it yet. That is Amber Vanilla by the 7 Virtues. That one, by the name, you can tell it says amber and vanilla, which are 2 things that Glossier does not have. It doesn't have amber, it doesn't have vanilla. So if you are familiar with Glossier You, imagine Glossier You with just a touch of amber and a little bit of vanilla. It's still very spicy. It still has that pink pepper, but it's a little bit warmer than Glossier You, but it's not sweet still. Glossier You Reve is definitely sweeter than Amber Vanilla. It's very, very soft. It stays very close to your skin, but as you get those whiffs of the perfume, when you're smelling yourself, you're definitely gonna kind of feel that warmth in the amber. So if Glossier You is kind of that dry texture scent, Amber Vanilla is a little bit more of that sweeter and smoother texture, less dry than Glossier You, if that makes sense to you in terms of textures. That's a really, really good one. It's been on my wish list for a really long time. I don't have it because I don't feel like I really need it. But if I see a deal, I'm gonna definitely get that one because it's really, really good. Now for the second category I was requested is for perfumes that are feminine and are sweet, but they're not too much. So if you still want to smell feminine and kind of sweet, but you still want to keep it a little bit elegant, but you don't necessarily want to wear something unisex or something completely neutral or something like a skin scent, you still want to smell sweet and feminine, but you want to be taken seriously at the workplace. I have really, really nice ones for that category because I think that's actually the easiest category because these are the types of perfumes I love the most. I don't like the very loud perfumes anyway, so most of my collection are kind of medium projection scents that are good for the office anyway. But yeah, I have 3 different recommendations for that category. I want to start off strong with Oriana by Perfumes de Marly. I only have this tiny little sample, and that is very unfortunate. I actually only tried this last week or 2 weeks ago. I went to a boutique store here in Vancouver and I got this sample, and it's so good. And immediately when I smelled this and got the sample, I actually, the next day I wore it to the office and it was perfect. So I think it's perfect if you're looking for something sweet. This smells very marshmallow-like. It smells like marshmallow in the most fluffiest and airiest way you can imagine. And it has a touch of citrus. So it makes it very delicious and it makes it even like fluffier because marshmallow, as you can imagine, could get very sweet and syrupy depending on how you blend it with other components. And with citrus, it actually makes it very airy and fluffy and it's really good. I think it's bergamot. And I think it also has whipped cream. It's just the fluffiest perfume I've ever smelled without going like the vanilla or coconut or caramel type of way. It's very like lightweight and powdery kind of perfume. It's so, so, so good. I feel like in the office, it's amazing. And also it's not very loud. So I think I wore a little bit of the sample to the office and I could smell myself all day, but definitely there was no like huge scent bubble around me. I feel like I was the only one who was able to smell it. So it's not a huge projector if you don't overspray. So I think that's great for the office. And this is definitely on my wish list, but it's super expensive. So I'm gonna hold off getting it, but I would. It's one of those scents that I kind of really want to own, but you don't have to own everything you love. So I'm just gonna hold on until there's a sale or like a good reason to purchase it. But it's really, really good. Another perfume that I actually don't own, but it's perfect for wearing something a little bit more feminine to the office, and that's Crystal Noir by Versace. I know by the bottle it's like that dark, almost black color. Even by the name Noir, like you would think it's like a nighttime perfume, but I don't think so. I think it's really appropriate for daytime and especially for the office. It's just a really nice floral perfume. It's just a nice floral with a woody touch, with a spicy touch, with some coconut to make it really creamy. It smells very, very elegant and like kind of effortless in a way because it's so creamy, but it's also like very feminine and very put together. It's almost like if you think of an outfit in terms of outfits, if you think of the most like feminine but basic outfit, like work pants, a nice blazer and like a turtleneck, something very like chic and elegant. I feel like that's what this perfume is giving me. It's like a very nice staple perfume to have, and I don't feel like anybody is gonna say anything bad about it ever because it's so like basic in a good way. I don't ever mean basic in a bad way because I feel like basics are basics for a reason, and you're never gonna find a basic that is bad, otherwise it wouldn't be a basic. Basic to me is almost like a staple. So that one is more like a staple perfume if you're just looking for something very effortless and chic, and that something you just don't have to think about because it's really good for like any type of occasion. Floral, woody, spicy, a little bit of coconut. Really, really good. Really good perfume. I recommend that one if you haven't tried that one yet. And last but not least for this category, yes, I had 3. Donna Born in Roma by Valentino. I know this is like a cult favorite. People go crazy over the scent. Personally, it's not my absolute favorite perfume of all time, but I do appreciate it and I think it's perfect for the office. First of all, you really don't need a lot of it. You need like 1 or 2 sprays and that's it. I feel like this is a really good perfume for the office because it is a heavy vanilla. It has vanilla bourbon, so that really deep smoky vanilla. But the way it's blended is so good here because it's blended with other notes. It has blackcurrant and jasmine. I get a lot of jasmine in this perfume. So to me, this is a jasmine bomb. I don't get much vanilla here. And because of that, the jasmine here kind of smells a little bit soapy to me, which I don't know if it's a good thing for you or a bad thing for you, but it's perfect for the office because it doesn't smell like a sweet vanilla and that's it, because usually that's not like something you want to wear to the office. If you want to be taken seriously, you want something like elegant. Because it has that jasmine that makes it a little bit like soapy and floral, I think it's just great for the office. When I wear this to the office, it's like exactly what I'm going for also with my outfit and my clothes and my makeup. It smells feminine, but not trying too hard. It smells feminine, but clean and put together. And it's really, really good. If you haven't tried this yet, I recommend you do because it's really like a cold classic. People go crazy over this scent and there's a ton of flankers. This is the original. There's also the green one, which smells really nice. There's also the yellow I haven't tried. There's the coral fantasy, which smells like bubblegum. That one is nice too. There's actually a brand new flanker that just got released and I haven't smelled it yet. So I'm really curious about that one. I wonder if I'm gonna like this more than this. But regardless, the original Donna, born in Roma, really, really great for office settings. If you still want to give that feminine, professional energy, it's great. And last but not least, I want to add another category. I had the crowd pleaser category last time, which I think was great. I was talking about Si Passione. So if you want to see that part, you can go to that video. I actually want to add a category which would still be kind of like a crowd pleaser, but I would want to call it uplifting. So on those days that you just want to feel like a little bit of a boost just in the mood, how you're feeling, Dylan Purple, first of all, no one is talking about this perfume and it's not for a good reason. It's amazing. This perfume should be so much more hyped than it is online and I don't know why it's not. I've used so much of it. I've already used half the bottle. I love this so much. I've had this for like a year and a half. This is the most uplifting perfume I own in my collection. Like if I want to put a smile on my face, this is the perfume I go to. This is a beautiful pear perfume. So it smells like pears, but it also has that beautiful grounded base. It has some woody notes and it's just a really nice combination because it's not your typical fruity pear scent where it just smells like fruits and I don't know, like juvenile. No, it's done in such a good, interesting way. Like the dry down is the most beautiful part here because even though it smells delicious like pears and I'm not sure if there's other fruits here actually. I think there is. I'm gonna put it up in the screen so you don't have to check. But whatever they put in the base here, I think what makes it special. I love this so much, so much. And again, perfect for the office. It's like a crowd pleaser type of scent, just smells like pears and like a little bit of vetiver and woody notes. But it's so nice for like boosting your mood. It's also one of my favorites for like springtime in general, summertime, if you want something light and fresh, but also sweet, but also not too sweet, not too fresh, just perfect. I think this needs to get so much more love. So I want to just mention it just in case you haven't heard about it. I really, really want you to go and smell it because I love it so much and I kind of feel bad for this. Also, the bottle is so pretty, it's purple. Yeah, I love this. Yeah, that's it for this part. I definitely can make part 3. Just drop your like requests in the comments for like categories I've missed, or if you want more perfumes in the categories I've already mentioned, please let me know. This is something I'm passionate about because I do work in the office and I can really understand like what usually works and what doesn't work. And when you ask for your requests, I can definitely understand where you're coming from. So I will be happy to help you. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.